Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here, midday money. There we go. Thursday, the 30th of January. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Like, subscribe, notification bells on so you know each and every day I come in with the live show on the Sean Higgs YouTube channel. Winners and Whiners, picks and parlays. You want the notification bell on because Detroit Lenny is live after me. You don't miss Detroit Lenny. And, of course, more free pick videos for you as well. Again, I got to get back to the Sean Shorties on my YouTube channel. 9 and 2 of my shorties there. I've just been lazy at night. I see the NBA. I sort of like a game, although I've been putting a few NBA games out this year. And by this year, I mean literally in 2025. I had started the NBA season 6-5 for the first 4 months of the year. And now since then, something like 12-4. I don't know, something ridiculous like that since the start of the year. Dive in a little bit more into the NBA. 10-4 in the NBA to start the season. Start the new year, I should say. And same with the hockey as well. 10-5 with hockey. And we started... we're 17-18, so what's that? I mean, 10-5. That's 7-13. Calendar changed. We're off to a good start. You see it on the leaderboards here, having a good one. Those two sports have been winning, but nothing like college hoops. 3-pack winner yesterday, although we did have losing down the site overall with college basketball, 3-5. It happens. Still number one, over $5,700 in profit there. Again, if you're watching, like button, super. You can listen after the fact, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. There you have it. I got to say, real fast on the NBA, I'll put the picks in the chat. So I got you for 3 minutes, and now you can leave. Adam Silver and his 10-minute quarters. Oh, it's a global. Newsflash, bro. Nobody cares about the global NBA. We want to watch it here. That's just me. This is probably why your product stinks right now. 10-minute quarters. These guys take off as it is. These guys, apparently Michael Jordan and Will Chamberlain, these guys played against plumbers and painters. You know what? They played 80-something games a year with no training. These walk-in vages need day offs. They're on meal plans, personal chefs, masseuses. Your star players on steroids goes to Germany for blood transfusions for steroids. What are we talking about here? 10-minute quarters? Your product sucks. Team's hosting 55 3-pointers a game. Can't hit free throws. Don't know what a 12-foot jump shot is. Can't play defense. The hell's freaking NBA? Crap. It's terrible. College hoops yesterday, 5-5 with our picks here in the show. They're free picks, man. I mean, some win, some lose. I don't know what to tell you. I try to win them all. Some of them mixed in with my premiums. I'm not giving all my premiums out. You don't go to work and get paid for free. Neither do I. I want them to win. I wouldn't put them out here if I didn't want them to win. Some days there's no games. Some days there's one game. Some days there's 3. It is what it is. Charleston, minus 15.5. Maine, under 139. Binghamton, plus 5. Detroit, the Titans, plus 6.5. Utah, plus 2.5. Texas State, minus 12.5. Montana State, minus 11.5. Grand Canyon, over 142. In the NBA, the Utah Jazz. Oh boy, that should be a plus 7. I'm not money on Markel. I'm going to go in and do some ridiculous. Let's switch this around for plus money. No, I don't think a 7-point dog's going to win by 7. Well, that would be a nice me coming in here and being like, hey, how about that? Doggy outright. But I'm not going to do that. On the ice, Carolina puck line. Our first period, I should say here, -1.5 to win. Obviously, it's a puck line, but they have to win 1-0 for it to hit. Ryan Page is in the house. He's in Epcot. Epcot Page. Epcot Ryan in the house. Good to see you. Locking with the King is in here. Jess, babes and grandpa. No killing the bugs today. Hope you're good. I am well. The exterminator, taking care of the family. I love it. Timothy's in the house. So is Stop Geo. Kindy goes 1-3. Alabama money on saves the night. Yeah, I had it here as well. Stephen Bowman's in the house. Javier moneyline and the 6.5 did not get it done. There was that Creighton last night. There's winners and whiners. Go ahead, look who's at the top. Yours truly, this month and for the year. P&P. There's Sean Higgy. Florida Gulf Coast to win versus Jacksonville last night. Got the 104 pregame. They were down 8 with 8 minutes left. The moneyline was 870. Cashed both and they won by 4. Excellent. 870. Excellent hit, Steven. Bama moneyline winner. J-Rock, his parlay does hit yesterday. It was the Giddy, 29.5, 12 points, and 2 assists for Kelly Oubre. Winner. I did have it. Thank you. He says, NBA stinks. Hockey players play everyone else injured. They don't have scheduled rest days. I know. At the NBA, 10-minute quarters. If I'm negotiating contracts next time around, I'm like, well, you know what? You're playing less. I'm not paying you. That's what's it going to come down to? The people less time in the stands, less times to buy concessions, to buy souvenirs. I'm not paying you. 2 minutes. It's 8 minutes a game, right? 8 minutes a game, right? How do you know? They play 12-minute quarters. So I do 82 times 8, and I would deduct whatever that is by like a percentage. And say, well, whatever you think you're getting paid, take off this much because you guys ain't playing. I ain't paying. 492 minutes. I'm going to round up to 500 because you're a bunch of babies that sit out anyway. I'd say 5% cut. I would do more. I'd say 10. I'm not paying you. Owners should take a stand. Who cares? Monopoly. You can't do that. The hell I can't. I can do whatever I want. There's 30 of us. We're not paying. Cello. Yes, Army cash and Navy cash as well. There was the Army-Navy combo, Nick. Someone had Navy as well. So Army-Navy both get there. 2 winners in college hoops. The service academies get it done. Good win for you. It's one of the first things I looked at. I wasn't even looking at my own games on ESPN. I went and I said, let me see how Army-Navy did. I don't know. Like I said, I put the picks in the chat. I'll put them back in the chat. There's not much going on here. No one's around today. Listening after the fact, that is fine. That is fine. I saw the Braves looking to get Profer. Is that a done deal for Atlanta? Good signing for them. And I said, I like the under. I think the lineup is going to be good. We might have to be back on the Braves overs with the Profer signing there. Navy Cruise to Michael B. More Maryland, Baltimore County for Stephen Bowman today. Really bad night for Michael B. I went 3-5. It is what it is. What am I gonna do? I had Ole Miss couldn't get it done. North Texas wins by 4. There was, I had them at 4.5. Appalachian would say that 1-point fade, they lose outright or something. Terrible pick. Some days they have a bad day, Mike. It happens. We got a quarter unit parlay, quarter units here, 4-legger, fairly ridiculous. Tarleton, Fort Wayne, and Bakers. IUPUI. I looked at IUPUI. Almost made the video here. Believe it or not, King D. I was looking at IUP versus Robert Morris. It's NBA isn't watch. It's terrible. I saw that clown. I'm like, this guy. I think Tony George. I saw it the other day, but then Tony George commented on it, and I saw it came up again on my feed. I had Texas 5.5 in the money line, didn't hit. Well, now you got the 5.5 was there. JK's in the house. I hate the NBA. We barely hit the Ram prop. I said, well, take the win. Leaning to the Ducks on the ice. Penn State, Nebraska, Eastern Illinois, and Wright State. Wright State against Youngstown. Eastern versus Western, right? Isn't that a battle of the directional schools there in Illinois? Maybe Nebraska. Who they got? They Ohio State. Who are they playing? No, Penn State's Ohio State. Who's Nebraska got? I don't even know. Thought I saw him somewhere. No. Whatever. I've got to get together on the ice. I've dropped 12 units the last 10 days. I'm telling. Oh, my goodness. Not good. 10-4 with hockey this season. I mean, this January, I should say. What are your thoughts on Ohio State leaning the points with the Buckeyes there with Penn State? I would lean Penn State. I mean, looks easy enough to take Ohio State. Why wouldn't you? I mean, look at the line. I mean, you stare at two teams with the record wise, and it's Ohio State, ranked team, getting points. Penn State's dropped 6-7, only win over lowly Rutgers. But again, there was 4 of those on the road. Ohio went off of crushing Iowa. Penn State for me. It is Penn State for me. Miller Markel's in the house. Eastern Illinois alumni is in the house. Disastrous program, so is Western. I've been fading both schools every game this year. So if that's the look, if they're two bad teams, do you just go over the total? Eastern Illinois. Welcome, Ryan. Chiming in on the X. Love it. Love it. Oh, man. Is the baseball season yet? I've been dancing or playing with fire the last couple of days in college basketball. I'm not gonna lie, and I've come out with more games. Like I've usually 3 or 4 games. Last night 3-5. The day before 4-3. I went 3-0 before that. 7-3 before that. But last 2 days could have been really bad. I mean, it's 7-8. But there were some ones that were questionable. So I went heavy again today. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the site. I got a 3-pack. I'll probably add a second 3-pack. Friday, thank goodness Friday. It's going to be a light day for me, college basketball. Saturdays have been unusually light. That's how you hit 60%, not putting out 10 games all over the joint. Long Island Sharks, a little LIU versus Central Connecticut. I like Central Connecticut. We've had them a few times here. Waiting for goaltender information on Thomas for watching before I grab the money line today. They got a good little game there. Memphis versus Tulane under 151. Yes, I like the under in that one, Ninja. Senators on the ice. So we're going into the cold cash on the ice. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. We got a Senator play here from Steven. And we like stop Geos on Washington. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? What do you think Aaron Rodgers will play next year, if at all? Good question. I think the logical place would be San Fran, maybe the Raiders if they don't go after Russell Wilson. Honestly, why don't just retire, bro? Why you? I mean, you want to go to anywhere in the AFC is a dead end. It's a loser. You got Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Lamar. You got nowhere to go there. I'm going back to the crappy NFC. Who you got to worry about? Philly. Detroit's taking a step back. San Fran, their woes started in preseason. We knew that was a problem. I told you to take the under on them. I said they're not going to be a good team this year. That's a team that could bounce back. Who's good in the NFC? Lions just lost their coordinators. Their coach is a madman. You got Philly to worry about. The Niners will be back, I think. And the Rams are solid. Solid. You know, I like McVay. Who else you worried about here? Worried about some team in the AFC South or the NFC South? No. Minnesota, where's Darnold going? Darnold to the Giants? Him? Neighbors? Maybe they get Hunter? Some offensive firepower there? Jazz money line. I'm not laying with the Wolves to take a shot on. You know, we had the Jazz the other day versus Milwaukee. And then, of course, I don't play Portland against Milwaukee and they cover. Frustrated. Heels were going down. They were plus 165 on a money line. What did you get them in game? They were favored by 4 pit. You had to get them? You had to get them in game. Just locked in Moran over 22.5 points on the MGM. There you go. I'll ride with you on the Jazz, says Nick Nasty. Memphis Grizzle to bounce back after losing by 40 versus the Knicks on the alt line. Here we go. Bron triple-double because I'm not laying with the Lakers. No AD. I like the Lakers here. The Wizards, you just lost to a team that has been favored 4 times all year. Toronto's 2-2 is a favorite this season. They've won 3 games on the road, and you're terrible there. Lakers were a no-show on whatever day that was against the Sixers. So, yeah, expect them to bounce back here. Let's go, Nick Nasty. If it loses, I'm sorry for the alternate line. No worries. She's with you. I got the play-in game. Was waiting heels to go up 6. Gotcha. Yeah, the pick game, it was 2.5 with the 4. I was like, what's that about? I mean, Carolina's they got losses, but you can excuse losses. You go on the road, you're playing Alabamas and Kansases and Auburns and these good schools, UCLA's. You're going to lose some games. Hats off to them for playing good schools. You got to win a couple, though. Again, the road woes are what they are for North Carolina. They are what they are, Steve. Mr. Bowman. I see Bowman. I just want to go get some baseball cards. I'm going to watch some old videos of myself doing some cards. Although we do have some to rip, Steve. Next month, we'll do cards. It's baseball time. All right, let's recap and get out of here. Charleston minus 15.5. Maine under 139. Binghamton plus 5. Detroit plus 6.5. Utah plus 2.5. Texas State minus 12.5. Montana State minus 11.5. Grand Canyon over 142. The Jazz in the NBA. Carolina first period minus 115. Not sure when the Lakers are flying to D.C. The airport is closed until 11 a.m. Plane crash. Still get in. I mean, were they flying in day of the game? They must want to take Tulane. Here's a home dog versus Memphis. I took a 7.5 last night. Home dog. I'm not going to say no to home dogs in conference play. Capital Center is under 5.5 the last 10 Capital games have gone under. Center is 9-12. Center is 12 the last 13. 5.5. It's juiced to 130, I believe. Baseball. I know you like the cards, Steve. I mean, I had the whole playlist of baseball cards. I haven't done them in a bit, but I'll get back on it, especially during baseball season. Lakers alt Wizards, I believe, Russ 37 of 40 losses by 10. 37 of 40 by 10 or more. Oh my goodness. Over sacks for Jalen Counters, but I haven't. Jalen Carter over sacks, haven't found it yet. I haven't seen it either. I'm not a big sack guy. I got some. I should probably put them on there. Guess Aces Tuesday. I've some of the props I've taken for the Super Bowl. Your YouTube Premium. I do put some things over there. Let me see if I have any. I don't think I put that. I think I did put some up there. No, I mean you should have a couple that I took. I'll put them out. That could be have a good day. King D as well. I guess it's usually I'll throw them on the Sean Higgs YouTube for you. Jason's in the house. Cleveland State, Illinois, Grand Canyon, Drexel. The Dragons against Monmouth, favored on the road. That's a no thank you to me. Grand Canyon like the over. The Illini. I don't know. Not loving. I like Nebraska at home. Cleveland State, the Vikings. All right, I could go with. We're kind of split on these things here. Kind of split there, Jason. Again, hit the like, subscribe, notification bells on here on the YouTube channels. Sean Higgs winning free picks. Oh, winning free picks. Winners and Whiners. No more winning free picks. We put on picks and parlays instead. Either way, link in the description. You want the premium stuff. They are sometimes mixed in here, but again, they're not all of them are here. You want the best? You got to go to the site. I like the Cavs as well. Here. I mean, you have a team. It is 10. Atlanta has scored, 96, 92, and 94 the last 3 games, Jason? And Cleveland is at 126, 131, and 129. 3 of the last 4 of the 4th game. They got to 110. The other team only scored 91. So, yes, I will lay the 10 with you. Fakers Tuesday. They did not show up at all. Not one bit. Look from the show up here versus a bad team. This is where they'll come out and be like, oh, my God, look at LeBron. He's fresh at 40. Okay. Maybe you take a Bronny Jr. to actually score points in this game. Look for that prop today versus this crap outfit. This is like a G League team. He might be able to score 6 points. Steven, have a good one. Back tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye. Well, yeah, good pick, right? Philly was to play. The Lakers. You knew one of those 2 guys were going to sit out or get hurt or something, and that's exactly what happened. Lakers tonight, though, is, I think, the right side. I didn't bet it, but I'd lean that way. I'm going to look for a Bronny prop, believe it or not. Look for a Bronny prop, Jason. I'll see you tomorrow.